Think of test monitoring as tracking a project's heartbeat, making sure everything is on course.
And test control is like adjusting if something goes wrong.
Exactly. Observation and action go hand in hand.
All right, Sarah, we've covered risk management, but now I keep hearing about test monitoring and test control. What's the deal with those?
Good question, Bob. Think of test monitoring as keeping an eye on how the testing is progressing. It's like tracking a project's heartbeat, making sure everything is on course. Test control, on the other hand, is about making adjustments when needed. If monitoring is the observation, control is the action taken based on those observations.
So, kind of like checking the GPS while driving and adjusting the route if there's traffic.
Exactly. Now, test monitoring involves gathering key information about testing progress, making sure we're meeting the exit criteria and coverage goals.
Exit criteria? Like when we know we're done with testing?
Exactly. But sometimes issues pop up, delays, new risks, or unexpected defects. That's where test control comes in. It allows us to make decisions like reprioritizing tests, adjusting schedules, or bringing in extra resources to keep things on track.
Makes sense. So what kind of things do we actually measure during testing?
Great question. We use different test metrics to track progress. Some common ones include project progress metrics, like task completion, resource usage, test progress metrics, such as test cases executed, passed, or failed, product quality metrics, like system response time, availability, defect metrics, number of defects found, fixed, or reopened, risk metrics, residual risk level after mitigation, coverage metrics, requirements coverage, code coverage, cost metrics, cost of testing, total cost of quality.
Whoa, that's a lot of data to track.
It is, but each metric helps us make better decisions. Now, when we report on testing, we typically create two types of reports: test progress reports and test completion reports.
I bet the progress report helps us adjust testing as we go, while the completion report is like a final summary.
Exactly. The progress report tells stakeholders how testing is going, whether we're on track, and if there are any blockers. A completion report is created at the end of a test phase and summarizes what we achieved, lessons learned, and unresolved risks.
Got it. So how do we communicate all this information?
Depends on the audience. For team members, we might use informal verbal updates, dashboards, or quick emails. For higher-ups, we might use formal reports, online documentation, or even structured presentations. Different stakeholders care about different things, so we tailor the message accordingly.
That makes sense. So monitoring helps us track, control, helps us adjust, and reports help us communicate. I think I've got it.
You got it, Bob. You're getting the hang of this testing stuff.
Thank you, Sarah.
Imagine we're testing a software application. The test environment, including databases, servers, and application versions, is a configuration item. If we don't manage it properly, we might run tests on the wrong version and get inconsistent results.
That makes sense. TestTactix, upskill, innovate, succeed. Want to succeed in your QA journey? Subscribe for more engaging videos like this and take your QA skills to the next level.